Okay, so we're standing on the band on one side, just hook it under your foot and then just stand, wrap it over your palm with your palm flat. We're coming into a squat, so I want you to make sure that your knees are going over your toes, so none of this. So make sure the knees are over the toes, feet are hip width apart, and your bottom's going back like you're trying to stick it down on a chair. We're just going to come down, push up. Come down, push up against the band. So the band needs to be on some resistance. And just keep those shoulder blades down. Chest is open, collarbones are wide. And breathing. Keep your chest up. Bottom going backwards, like you're sticking it down on the chair behind. We're not coming forwards. Take it down. That's it for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to come across the body. You're going to squat down. Stay on your band will help. So stepping on the band. Squat down, come up and over. So a little reach overhead. Take it down, little reach over. Again, if your knees aren't too good, just do a little shallow squat. Keep that breath going. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And now come straight across the body. So twist around a fraction. Just a little twist and slow it down. You're not twisting through your knees. Little bit of thoracic spine rotation. Reach across the body. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. And swap sides. So hopefully warming up a little bit. Stepping on the other side. Feet hip width apart. Squat, press. Squat, press. Keep the shoulder blades down. Chest is wide. Bottom going back, knees over toes, up nice and tall. Joe, just do it, yep, bicep curl, perfect. So squat, bicep curl. You can't lift your arm. If you have a sore shoulder, you can come into a bicep curl. So just go as far as you can comfortably. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, you can take it just a little bit wider, squat down, push up and over. Take it up and over. Little reach up overhead, so a little side body bend. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and then we're coming into a little rotation, just push across, so not far, just a little push over, a little bit of thoracic rotation. That's it. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, give your shoulders a roll. Hopefully everybody's nice and warm. Come on down onto the mat. So feet hip width apart, flat on the floor. Swing your arms down by your side and just start to focus on your pelvis. We're coming into a north-south tilt. So think about that clock face, 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So just start to bring your awareness down onto your spine, onto movement on the floor. Reach the fingers down towards the toes, open up the collarbones, and take it into an east-west tilt. So a little roll through that pelvis, 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So as we're going east-west, you'll see one knee lift a little towards the ceiling, then the other knee. So we're just taking that little bit of a rotation. Push through the foot to lift the bottom cheek up off the floor. Take the rotation a little bit further up into your belly button. So it's not just your pelvis, you're starting to lift towards the belly button and the lower ribs. And breathing. So we're not doing a bridge, the pelvis stays on the floor. We're just doing our east-west rotation. But to get that rotation, you're pushing through one foot and that lifts the buttock. 2 more. Okay, bringing the arms straight up above the ceiling, up towards the ceiling. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears, draw them down. Shrug, draw down. And then hold them down. Tuck the chin in, and let's just go into an opposite arm and leg extension. Just nice and steady to start with. Lengthen through the crown, lengthen through your tailbone. Just start to focus on the breath. Breathing in or out, whatever feels right. We're just bringing those pieces together. So keeping the pelvis steady. Sink the ribs into the floor. So try not to let the ribs pop up off the floor. Just nice and steady till you get that control, get that awareness. That's it, good. 2 more. 1 more on each side. Okay, let's take the legs into tabletop. Squeeze your feet and knees together and just open the arms, close. Open, close. Keeping those shoulder blades down. So your spine is now long on the floor. You shouldn't have a gap under your back in this position. Lengthen the spine, tuck the chin in. Breathing in, breathing out. For 4 more. And then take your hands behind your head and just bring the elbows in and out, in and out. Just open up the chest. For 4 more. Okay, just take the arms out wide, keeping the legs in tabletop, squeezing the knees and the feet together. Breathe in and just roll to one side. Breathe out to return. Roll the shoulder blades down. Keeping the neck nice and long, chin tucked in, and just taking it as far as you can comfortably. So you can do very small rotation, so you shouldn't feel any tension up into the neck or shoulders. Just nice and steady, good control. Lengthening that spine out along the floor as you come back to the middle. Just reset, find that position. One more on each side. Last one. And then just hug your knees into your chest and just give your back a little massage on the floor. And go back the other way. And then take a knee in each hand and just circle the knees out and around. Taking that ball and socket joint, hip joint, and just loosening it up, out and around. Should feel quite nice. Just stretching out a little bit into the groin. Two more. Okay, let's come back to tabletop. Take the arms straight up. Single toe tap. Single toe tap. Now, if you need a break, come down out of tabletop and just do an alternate knee lift. Okay, so if it's too much in tabletop, come down, take a pause, keep doing the knee lifts. Tap, tap, come up. Tap, tap, come up. Lengthening the spine on the floor. Sinking those ribs into the mat. Nice and steady, good control. Just thinking about the movement. Okay, you can stay here, single leg, or come into a double leg tap and lift. Tap and lift. Again, just slow so you can focus on what's happening through the back. So you should be trying to keep the back flat on the floor. Try not to lift the ribs. Use the breath to control the movement. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Slowly lower the legs down, extend the legs away, take the front body stretch. Reach the hands above if you can, reach the legs away, stretch the fingers and the toes away. A big deep breath down through the front tummy, right down to the pubic bone. Okay, bringing the legs back up. Take the arms out wide and let's just do a little rotation. Let's get a little bit looser through the lumbar spine. Allow the head to roll in the opposite direction. So just get the whole spinal twist. Just in your own time, not going too quickly. Make sure you're using some breath there. Nice deep breath into the ribs as you come to the side. Adding in a leg extension now, so coming over, extend the top leg, bend and back. Come over, extend. So just loosening up a little bit further through the hips. Last one. Okay, coming on back, grab your TheraBand and wrap it over the ball of 1 foot. Take that leg to the ceiling and just start with a point and flex. So just point and flex the toes. And just take a little stretch into the back of the leg. Point and flex. Just move back a bit. Okay, let's go into our paintbrush leg. So anchor the band down with your elbows by the side. Point your toes, lower the leg, flex the foot and rise. Point, lower, flex and rise. So nice and strong through the leg. Nice and relaxed through the upper body except for anchoring down on that band. And keeping the pelvis nice and steady. So breathing in or breathing out, but just focus on keeping the torso Nice and steady, ribs into the floor, neck is long, collarbones open. Okay, and we're going to take that now into a leg circle, so coming out, down and around. Again, you can make the circle as small as you need to. To again work on that control. So slowly out, down and around, up through the middle. Slowly out, down and around. That's it, good. Keeping the upper body soft. So keep the neck and shoulders soft and heavy into the floor. If you've got tension up there, means you're probably going too hard. So shorten the circle, slow it down. For 2 more. And let's take it back the other way. So down through the middle, turn the toes out, up and over. Down through the middle, up and over. Nice and strong through the leg. Lengthen the spine out on the floor. That's it, good. 2 more. Okay, now I want you to pop both feet into the band now and bend your knees, and we're going to do a little leg press. Now, if that feels too hard, leg press towards the ceiling. So keep your knees and feet sort of squeezing together, and we're just pushing out. So you're heading up towards the ceiling if you feel that's a struggle. If you can come a little bit lower, then do. So come a little bit lower, knees and feet together, push out against the band, draw it back in. Take as much hip flexion as you can. 2 legs together. Easier, pushing up to the ceiling. So keeping the lower you take your legs towards the floor, the harder it is. Keep that breath going. For 4 more. Okay, take that other leg out of the floor, out of the band now that wasn't working before, and just take a point and flex with the other foot. So leg is straight, take that stretch up through the hamstring, point and flex the toes. See if you can draw the leg a little closer, get a little bit more stretch up through the back. Okay, and then we're going to take it into our paintbrush leg. So point the toes, lower, flex and rise. Point, lower, flex and rise. So nice and steady through the pelvis. Nice and strong through the leg. Really engaging that whole leg. Thinking about your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, all switching on. Sinking your ribs into the floor, softly tuck the chin and lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck. For 4 more. Last one, and we're taking it into our leg circle. So out down and around. So nice and steady, control. Pelvis is steady, the other knee is steady, pointing to the ceiling. So the only thing moving is that leg, out, down and around. Nice and strong, and control the pace the whole way around. Try not to let it speed up as it spins down the bottom. That's it, keep the breath going. Three more. And then we're taking it back the other way. So down through the middle, turn the toes out, up and over. Down the middle, toes turn out, up and over. For four more. Last one. Okay, just take your foot out of the band, just drop the band over your chest, keep it close. Hug one knee into your chest, extend the other leg away. Just take a stretch there for a second. And then swap legs. Now holding that leg there, lift the head and the shoulder blades up off the floor, lengthen the neck, lift the other leg up off the floor, and you're swapping legs. So hug it in, keeping nice and steady through the top body, lengthen the spine, wide across your collarbone. So open the chest, draw the shoulder blades down, breathing in, breathing out. Whatever feels good, just don't hold your breath. If it's too much with the head up, take the head back to the floor. Otherwise, we're holding that abdominal curl still, drawing it in. Hug that knee in, stretch it away, reach through the toes. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Just take a little pause, hold the legs there. Little back roll, little back massage. Okay, then take one leg and extend it up to the ceiling. Stretch the other leg away. And now we're going to have a go at some scissors. Lift the head and shoulders up off the floor, hold it there, and then alternate the legs. Just slowly control. If it's too much, go back to a little knee bend. Otherwise, just take that little challenge. Slowly, one leg, other leg, long through the spine. Holding that abdominal curl, breathing. Nice and strong through the legs. Good job. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Hug the knees in, take a little roll. Bring the feet down onto the floor and just drop the knees open. Bring your hands behind your head, just stretch open through the front body. Big, deep breath. Okay, bring the legs back up. Feet hip width apart. Take the band over your front hip bones and anchor it down with your hands onto the floor. When you're ready, take a breath in, and on the breath out, you're going to curl to 12 o'clock. You're going to come up into bridge. So we're coming up into bridge against that resistance. Now, if you're still building strength, you can flick the band, okay? You can just start the bridging without the band. So just depends on how you're feeling, strength-wise. If you're just starting, just take it slow. Focus on that articulation of the spine. Reach the fingers down towards the toes and open up those collarbones. No pressure into the neck. So using the breath, peeling the spine up off the floor. Just take that pause at the top, breathe in, and then peel the spine down onto the floor. So your focus is that articulation of the spine. Keep the breath going. Really think about rolling the spine, one vertebrae at a time. You've really got to focus here to get that right, so you're not moving as a block. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. And then the next one, we're going to hold the top of the bridge. So take it up, hold it up there. Make sure if you're using the band, you've got a little bit of resistance on the band. Drop the pelvis and lift. Drop and lift. So just a little pulse, a slow pulse at the top of the bridge over with the band or without the band. Squeeze, pushing through the heels. Keep that chest wide. Collarbones are open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Articulate the spine down and just take a pause there. Just give your legs a little roll from side to side. Just loosen up through the back. Okay, take the band into your arms, hands, reach your hands to the ceiling. Now, option, we're just coming into our arm openers, so you can keep your hips down on the floor. If you feel like working a little bit harder, come back up into bridge and keep going. So double arm opener, draw the shoulder blades down, lengthen the neck. And breathing. Okay, let's take it into a single arm. So stabilize one, take the other arm out to the side. Stabilizing with one arm, the other arm opens. Keep those shoulder blades drawing down. Pushing through the heels if you're in bridge. Otherwise, you've got your pelvis on the floor. And your focus is the arms, keeping those shoulder blades down, neck is long. That's it for 4 more. Two to go. Last one on each side. Okay, just take a little rest there for a second. Just shrug your shoulders up to the ears and draw them down. Shrug and release. Loosening up through those big trapezius muscles. Okay, and then we're going to tie the band around the knees. So bring the knees together and tie the band around. Okay, feet and knees hip width apart. So you should have a little bit of pressure on the band. And we're going to take the arms to the ceiling, or option beginners down here, hands up here otherwise. Draw the shoulder blades down, coming up into bridge, holding it there. Take one knee out to the side, alternating. Now again, option is to do this out of bridge. So you can still work the glutes and that knee drop with your pelvis on the floor. So just depending on where you're feeling tonight, just remember to listen to your body. If we're in bridge, we're keeping that pelvis nice and steady. So your focus is nice and steady across the pelvis. That's it, good. Nice and strong. Draw the shoulder blades down. Okay, relax the knees and just come into a little heel lift there. So keeping the knees hip width apart. There's a little bit of pressure on the band. And take that into a double heel lift, up and down together. Again, anytime you need to come out of bridge, come down. Keep the breath soft. Draw those shoulder blades down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Control the bridge down. Just take a little breath there. Take the arms out to the side. Come back up into tabletop. Holding the tabletop. One knee drops open. The other knee drops open. So stable through the pelvis. Bring your hands behind your head and keep going. And just work hard here at keeping that back long on the floor. So in this position, we want to try and not let that back arch off the floor. And you're thinking about sort of keeping your ribs on the floor, the back ribs. Keep breathing. Take it into a double knee opener now. So both legs open, close, just slow against the band. Open, close. That's it, good. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Keep up in tabletop if you can. Bring the arms back up. Opposite arm and leg, little drop. Okay, now option here is to keep the knee bent and just tap the foot. So that would be your beginners. And again, if it's getting too much, bring both feet back down onto the floor. If you want to work a little bit harder, try and extend that leg. The opposite leg, we're extending away. One leg stays in tabletop, other leg extends. Really working the breath here. So do not hold your breath. Use the breath to help control through the tummy muscles, keeping that connection from the ribs to the hips. Nice and steady. Take a pause when you need to. And come back to toe taps. You can come back to one foot on the floor. Got 3 more. Last one. Okay, take the legs down gently. Just extend the legs away. Take a nice big stretch. Just try and do some leg slides or leg lengthening. Like I'm pulling on one foot, then the other. Reach the hand away above you at the same time. So get big stretch down through the side body. Okay, bend the knees back up. Last exercise in this position. Feet are hip width apart. Take the hands behind your head. We're just coming into an abdominal curl. So lifting the head and neck and then shoulder blades off and then rolling it back down, one vertebrae at a time. Keep the shoulders wide or elbows wide. So you're not pulling on the head, coming up. Slowly unravel. So your focus is taking the ribs to the hips. We're closing down that space and then rolling it out. Ribs to the hips. Okay, we're going to take it into an oblique curl now. So I want you to hold the abdominal curl, reach to the outside of the knee, keeping up. Try not to take it back down. Hold the abdominal curl, just add in the little oblique, reach to the other side. Support your head in the hand, but keep the elbows wide, so you're not pulling on your neck. The neck is long. Breathing. That's it, good. For 4, 3, 2, last 1, and lower. Good job. Just take a little rest, and when you're ready, roll onto your side. If you've got a pillow nearby, you can grab a pillow for your head. We'll keep the band on. Okay, just going to come into some bow and arrows to start with. So head is heavy on the floor, arm out straight, just roll it forward, bring it back, open the chest. So rolling it forward. Let the head, the eyes follow the hand. Breathing in, breathing out, using the breath. And just keep your head heavy here. So there should be no tension in the neck. Two more. Last one. Okay, now we've got the band still tied around the knees. Obviously the option is to take that off if it gets too much. Feet in line with the buttock. Lift the feet up off the floor and just coming into your knee lift or clam. That's it, good. So nice and steady through the pelvis, and think about what's happening up here with the top body. Draw that shoulder blade down. So it shouldn't be up here. It's down here away from the ear. That's looking good. Much better. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring the knees to the front of the mat and come into your knee and foot opener. Clam 3, I think it is. Open, close. Now we're going to get a little bit of pelvic opening here. So allow that little bit of pelvic roll. So a little bit of open through the pelvis, control it back. Should be feeling it in those glutes. They should be starting to burn a little. Know you're alive. Bit of pain. Four more. Good job. Just give it a little rub. Okay, we're going to come into a bicycle leg now. So we're going to take that top leg. We're going to flex it up as far as you can and then take it down and around. Flex it up, down and around. So again, just thinking about control through the pelvis. It's like a slow motion cycle. Really mindfully bringing it up, take it back and around. The slow motion, and try and focus a little bit on that backward part. So as you take it down, kick to the back of the mat. That's it, good. 4 more. Last one, that's it, good. And now just take that leg forward, turn the toes to the floor, and we're lifting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Give it a rub. That's it. All right, come on up onto your side arm support. Okay, so have a look in your screen, right angle triangle here. So not hanging down, lift it up and away, take the hand to the ceiling. We've got 10 side body lifts. Now, any shoulder issues, just do 5. Do as many as you can. Do not push into any pain. So strong through that shoulder blade. Hold it there, and then when you're ready, coming up for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good position, guys. Strong. Okay, let's just do a little thread the needle. Take it under, open it up. Little rotation backwards, follow, eyes look at the hand. Now this is also quite a strong shoulder exercise because now we're weight bearing on that shoulder as well as rotating through it. So you must be strong. You must lift up out of that shoulder, draw the shoulder blade down and go slow. Do not race this movement. You'll end up with a sore shoulder. We won't be here for long. Breathe in to open, eyes follow the hand, take it under. 2 more. Okay, and from here, you're just going to push yourself up into side sitting. Take your hands like you're going to do a push-up, but you stay in side sitting, and then you're going to do a push-up. So push down, come up, down to the floor, push it away. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, come on up and over onto the other side. Okay, so just set yourself up and start onto your bow and arrows when you're ready. So head is heavy, rolling that arm out, using the breath. Keep your knees together, so take the rotation into the thoracic spine. Let the head and eyes follow the hand and the head stays heavy. So it just rolls. Should feel quite nice as a mobility rotation exercise. Just 2 to go. Last one. Okay, and then just coming back now to the legs. So the feet are in line with the bottom. Lift the legs, the feet up off the floor and just start lifting that knee. Lift and lower, nice and controlled. Try and take it slowly down against the band so you're controlling that pressure. You're not letting it pull you down quickly. So take it up, slowly down. And here we're keeping the pelvis stacked. So we're trying to keep the pelvis fairly steady. Shoulder blade is down, chest is wide. Breathing. That's it, good. 4 more. Good. Now bring the legs down, bring the feet and knees to the front of the mat so you're in 90 degrees like a chair. Lift and lower. Allow that little bit of pelvic opening at the top. Take it up, roll it back. Take it up, roll it back. This one really gets the glutes going. Keep breathing. Try not to hold your breath. Breathe into that muscle. Keep good. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Give it a rub. And then we're coming into our bicycle leg. So when you're ready, bringing it up, taking it down towards the back of the mat. So like a slow motion cycle, slow and controlled, really working against the band. Take it to the back of the mat. Squeeze it back. Breathing in, breathing out. And flexing it up, bring it up into as much flexion as you can. Try and get as much range through the hip as possible. That's it, good. We've got 4 to go. 3, 2, last one. That's it, good. Take that leg out straight, turn your toes to the floor. We've got 10 lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Give it a little rub. Okay, and then come on up onto your side arm support. So forearm pushing into the floor, fingers are splayed, find that lift out of the armpit. Other hand reaches to the ceiling. We've got 10 or 5, wherever you're up to, side body lift. So when you're ready, coming up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now we're going to thread the needle. So take a breath in, open, and then slowly under and around. Again, just take it slow. Lift up out of that shoulder. Do not sink down into your armpit. Keep lifting the body towards the ceiling. Nice and strong through that shoulder blade. Push the forearm into the floor. Use the breath so we're controlling that movement so you're not hanging on the shoulder. It's mindful, you're thinking, you're feeling what you're doing. So don't just hang there and rock. 3 to go. Last one. Okay, and then you're going to push yourself up into side sitting, hands at the same level hopefully, and you've got 10 push-ups. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Bring yourself over onto your knees and take the band off. Okay, and then set yourself up into 4-point kneeling. The fingers are splayed out wide on the floor. Hands are directly under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. The neck is long, so your eyes are looking at the top of your fingers. So your head's in line with your spine, just a little pelvic tilt. Just the pelvis, tuck and arch, tuck and arch. Just isolate the pelvis, draw the shoulder blades down away from the ears and lengthen through the neck. So your head is long. Imagine the crown pulling long. And then to take that into full cat-cow or cat-camel. So start to round out the spine, tuck the head, tuck the tailbone, coming back the other way, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Use the breath, whichever way feels right for you, but keep that breath going. That's it. Nice and smooth, just taking it through your range of motion. For 2 more. Okay, and then coming back to your neutral spine. So if I were to put a pole from the crown of your head to your tailbone, it should be one long line. So just have a look in your frame, your camera. So you shouldn't be down like this or up like this. So let's just think about lengthening that spine, holding that there, coming to your opposite arm and leg extension. Keep those shoulder blades drawing down away from the ears. Focus here on keeping the torso steady. So if I were to put a tray down on your back, on your pelvis, it's still, it's steady, control. So draw the shoulder blades down. Tuck the chin in. Lengthen the neck. That's good, looking good. Good, nice position. Excellent. One more on each side, and on the next one, hold it out there, and you've got 10 little lifts, arm and leg together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So these are just small little pulses. You're not trying to lift far. Extend the other leg, extend the other arm, little pulse. So strong through that body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Take yourself back into child's pose. Take a breath in and just try and sink the heels down to the floor. Nice big deep breath through the back body. Just walk your fingers over to one side, just take a side stretch. And then come back to the other side. and then come back to the middle, come back up into 4 or 4s. We're running out of time. We're coming into plank. Take the arms a little bit further forward. Now, I think you can all handle full plank for 5 seconds. Try for 10 if you can. So you're going to come into plank by extending one leg, tuck the toes under, then stabilize strong through the upper body, push the floor away, take the other leg out, drop the hips, hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, take it back into child's pose. That was excellent position. So good. We're going to do one more. Come back up. Last one. You all looked fantastic. Let's try it again. Hands out a little. Take one leg back. Other leg. Strong like a plank. Draw those shoulder blades down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop the knees. One more child's pose, take it back, drop the head. You're going to stay low and thread the needle. Take one arm under. And then swap sides, take the other arm under. Okay, and then come up into sitting. We're just going to finish off. I know we're sort of run out of time, but just very briefly, a little bit of retraction on those shoulder blades. So get your band, untie your band. I won't be here for long. This will be brief. Oh, there's my helper. Okay. So just get your band, take it around your feet, sit up tall. We're just going to do a couple here just to balance out. So lengthen up through the crown and just start coming into your row. So squeeze back into those shoulder blades. Open the chest. Keep the shoulder blades down. That's it, nice and tall. Keep the elbows tucked in. And pinch into those shoulder blades. So open the chest. That's it. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just going to do 10 out wide. Take the arms out, elbows lead for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Just drop the band. Give your elbows a little, your shoulders a little roll. We're just going to finish with one little rotation stretch. So sitting up nice and tall. Hand on the outside of the knee. Take the other hand behind and lengthen up out of the spine. And then just pushing on that knee, rotate around. Take a breath in and squeeze it out a bit further. And then gently unravel belly button, ribs, sternum, shoulders, head, and come around to the other side. So hand on the outside, lift up out of the spine, pushing on that knee, rotating around. Take a breath in and rotate a bit further. And then unraveling belly button, ribs, shoulders, and head. Good job, everybody. Well done. Wednesday night. Excellent work. All right, we can all go and have dinner. Have a good night. You. Okay, I'll see you all soon. See you. Bye.